Nistas and Nistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances, and I am going to share with you the fragrances that my husband and myself, we have emptied, full bottles. So if you're interested in hearing about those things, stay tuned. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start off with my empties. Some fragrances I will repurchase. I've already repurchased, and some it's a no. All right, you guys, so let's start with the very first fragrance, and that fragrance is from the house of KayAli, and this is Eaten Juicy Apple. You guys, I remember when I first got this, I was so enamored by this apple fragrance. It smells so good. And before we even get into it, yes, I would definitely repurchase this. I just don't crave for it or desire to wear it at this point, but as soon as that apple crave is rebirthed, I will definitely buy this, or if I find it at a really good price before then, I will get it as well. But this has red apple, it has some lychee in it, it has berries, it has rose, sugar, vanilla, and some amber. This fragrance also has a line mate, which is sparkling lychee, and it is similar, but it doesn't have that deep, rich apple note in it. This fragrance is so good. It pairs well with sparkly fragrances, effervescent fragrances, like the champagne toast. It pairs well with apple notes. It pairs well with caramel notes. It is so much that you can do with an apple fragrance. And I also like the fact that these type of fragrances are year-round fragrances, because you can make them very fruity, or give it like this. You can add some floralness to it, like add some rose to it to make it a fruity floral, as well as turning it into a gourmand when you add things like chocolate or caramel to it, or some heavy vanillas. This is just a fragrance that I believe you could do a lot with, and I have done a lot with it, so I would definitely repurchase. Again, this is Eaten Juicy Apple 01 from KayAli. The next fragrance is also from the house of KayAli, and this is the Wedding Silk Santal. This has sparkling champagne, freesia, pink praline, lush nectar, sandalwood, and sugared musk. You guys already know the story behind this. Would I repurchase it? Yes, I already got me 2 backups. This fragrance was the fragrance that was missing for a while. We were like on the hunt trying to get this, requesting that Mona re-released it. She did that. Thank you so much, Mona. I think it is still available at Sephora and Huda Beauty. But I am so happy that I do now have 2 backups. This is a vanilla, sparkly, beautiful type of fragrance. I can see why this was her wedding fragrance. It is perfect for that type of occasion or any other occasion. It is absolutely beautiful, and I really enjoy it. So again, this is KayAli's The Wedding Silk Santal. The next fragrance, you guys, is probably it is the very first fragrance that I purchased that was an Arabian fragrance. This is Casablanca, and I'm not mad about it, you guys. This is such a nice gourmand fragrance. It has apple, it has the note of grape in it, it has some mixed berries, it has cacao, it has vanilla, it has caramel in it. It is such a beautiful fragrance. I don't think that I will repurchase this fragrance, because I now have the Donna Karan Cashmere and Palo Santos that smells so much like this fragrance. I don't know how it happened, but it is very similar. Really enjoyed this when I had it. My husband really likes this fragrance on me, but I do like the Donna Karan a little better. So again, this is Casablanca. The next fragrance is from Burberry. This fragrance was a fragrance that I never checked for. I've heard so much about it. I just didn't think that it would be for me. But I fell in love with the fragrance that was released at Bath & Body Works, which was the Fall in Bloom. And I saw Boho Guru say that this fragrance reminds her of that fragrance. And I was like, I really like it. And she was right. This is Burberry Her, the pink one. It has notes of strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, sour cherry. It has some violet, some jasmine, and some woody notes, as well as vanilla. This is really nice. I don't think that I would get this edition of it again. If I am going to get another one, I'll probably get the Elixir or the Intense version. I just like those better from testing those in the store. This one is nice, don't get me wrong, but I think when and if I repurchase it, it would definitely be the Elixir or the Intense version that just recently was released. So again, this is Burberry Her. All right, this fragrance was a fragrance that I blind bought. This was one of my blind bought lessons, you guys. This is On a Date by Replica. And you guys, I wanted to love this fragrance so badly because in my mind, I was thinking that this fragrance was going to have notes of dates in it. And I don't have anything in my collection that has the notes of dates in it. But this has black currant, some pink pepper, rose, geranium, patchouli, and moss. I do think it's the combination of the geranium and the patchouli as well as the moss that was just a total turn off for me. I really tried wearing this and enjoying it. It is empty because I passed it on to my husband, and surprisingly, he really enjoyed it. So much so, I think he made it through this in like 2 or 3 months. So he really enjoyed it. And I wouldn't repurchase this, not even for him, unless he requested it. So again, this is On a Date by Replica. All right, so getting down to the last 3 fragrances. These are fragrances that my husband emptied. And this is the Versace Dylan Blue. This is Aquatic Citrus Overload. It has lime, lemon, bergamot, orange, mandarin orange, sea notes, rosemary, freesia, violet, rose, nutmeg, oak moss. This is such a nice fragrance. My husband actually requested this fragrance because he said he smelled a guy leaving out of the market, and he asked him what he had on, and he told him Versace Dylan Blue. So I purchased it for him. He's used it all up. He really enjoys it, so I am going to repurchase it and try to keep this as a part of his fragrance collection until he tells me he don't want it anymore. All right, the next one is also a classic. This goes way back, shoot, almost to childhood, but some things, no matter how old they are, they just still have a fan following. My husband discovered this at some point in his life, and he really enjoys this. This is Acqua Digio by Giorgio Armani. I do believe that this is the original version. It came in a travel gift as well as the full-size bottle. He really enjoys this. Love it, love it, love it. He pairs it with everything. It is another one of those citrusy, aquatic type of fragrances that smells so good. This is so good that I have worn this myself. Really enjoy it. This fragrance puts you in the mind of a fragrance that I do own for myself. The Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks. Very nice fragrance. Really enjoy it. He loves it. Will I repurchase it for him? Yes, it's on the to-do list to repurchase this and the Versace because he really enjoyed these 2 fragrances. And he mixed them with everything. Those are 2 mini fragrances that he will mix with anything. So those are the fragrances that we have recently emptied. These type of empties don't come very frequently because it takes some time to make it through fragrances. These two fragrances, I've had them over 3 years, longer than 3 years, so that lets you know it just takes some time. And you guys stay tuned. If you would, leave things that you have recently emptied, whether you liked it or you didn't like it. Put some commentary in the comment section below, and let's chat about how you feel about your empties or any fragrance or anything you want to talk to me about fragrances. I want to thank you guys so very much for coming back to the channel. I greatly appreciate you, and do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.